I am Armando Cuellar Jr., President of the Weslaco ISD Board of Trustees. This special board meeting is being conducted pursuant to Governor Greg Abbott's suspension of certain open meeting law requirements to the extent necessary to allow for telephonic and video conference meetings in response to COVID-19. Notice of this meeting has been posted online for at least 72 hours. The board is meeting by the use of Google Meets and telephone transmission, which allows two-way communication for members of the public during public comments. A recording of this meeting is being made and will be available to the public at a later date. The time now is 5:33, and I call this meeting to order. I will now begin roll call. Mr. Isidoro Nieto,
Present.
Ms. Jackie Sustaita,
Present.
Mr. Jesse Trevino,
Present.
Dr. Jaime Rodriguez,
Present.
Mr. Mark de los Santos,
Present.
and Mr. Andrew Gonzalez.
Present.
Let the record reflect that we have a quorum of board members in attendance. Item 3, public comments. There are none. Item 4, discussion and possible action for the board to consider approval of a contract with an attorney firm to provide legal services to the district, RFQ number 21-01-21. Dr. Canales.
Board of Trustees, during the January 12, 2021 special called board meeting earlier this week, the board ranked the attorney firms that submitted qualification statements in response to the RFQ. A copy of the qualification statements received was provided to the board on Monday, January 11, 2021, to all 6 trustees and to 1 trustee on Tuesday, January 12, 2021, before the board meeting. The following criteria relating to the experience was requested in the request for qualifications. Number 1, licensed to practice as attorneys in the state of Texas. Number 2, have at least 5 years of experience in the field of school district law, all areas. We received a total of 3 qualification statements from the attorney firms, which are listed in the table below, including the points and ranking awarded. As explained to the board before the ranking took place, the board ranked the attorney firms from 1 to 3, with 1 being the top selection. The attorney firm with the lowest overall score was the highest ranked firm. So we do have the table in front of you, Board of Trustees. The number 1 ranked firm was Walsh, Gallegos, Trevino, Russo, and Kyle, PC, from Austin, Texas / Harlingen, Texas. In the event that the board does not approve a contract with the attorney firm ranked number 1 during this meeting, there will be a need to hold a separate special called board meeting to, first, consider any updates, if any, to negotiate the contract with this firm, or terminate negotiations with this law firm, and 2, authorize administration to initiate negotiations with the attorney firm ranked number 2. Then, another special called board meeting will need to be scheduled for the board to either A, approve a contract with the attorney firm ranked number 2, or terminate negotiations with attorney firm ranked number 2, and authorize administration to initiate negotiations with attorney firm ranked number 3. The contract provided by Walsh, Gallegos, Trevino, Russo, and Kyle, PC, contains a no-fault termination clause. It indicates that the district may at any time and for any reason terminate this agreement by written notification at the district's convenience. Upon receipt of such notice, Walsh, Gallegos shall, unless the notice directs otherwise, immediately discontinue the work and any activities related to the performance of this agreement. Walsh Gallegos may likewise terminate its services to the district without cause upon 30 days' notice and will make good faith efforts to complete all outstanding requests for service during the notice period. The contract approval period. If approved, the contract period would be for 2 years beginning January 14th, 2021 through January 13th, 2023, with option to renew for 1 additional 2-year period with board approval. We have enclosed a proposed legal services agreement for you. The hourly rates offered in the contract agreement by Walsh Gallegos, Trevino, Russo, and Kyle PLC are the same rates offered to Weslaco ISD in their current retainer agreement for special education services, which was approved by the board in November 2020. Legal fees are paid from the Board of Trustees budget and the local maintenance fund. So Board of Trustees, this is your discussion and possible action item. I provided the overview. If you have, and so I turn it over to you, President Guerra, and the Board of Trustees.
Rankings of Walsh, Gallegos, Trevino, Russo, and Kyle PC for legal services to the district.
I have a motion by Mr. Andrew Gonzalez to approve you're making the motion to approve your contract. And do I have a second?
Second.
What is the time here at
Ranking was approved last time. This is to approve.
What is that students, grade 10th, grade 11th? Please.
Okay, did we not already approve that ranking?
Yes,
Yes.
approve the contract.
Okay, this is to approve the contract, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Through that.
we approved the ranking. This is for the contract.
So let's review this contract before we take action, I would think.
President Cuevas?
We will first make a motion for the contract, second, and then we'll have a
Oh,
discussion.
I thought, okay.
Have you had a time to review the contract? Okay, if we have, then do we have a motion to approve?
I made the motion to
Okay,
approve the
Mr.
contract.
Gonzalez makes the motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Nieto, second. Okay, do we have any discussion?
Oh, they're on there. Okay. Mr. De Los Santos, this is the going rate on the hourly rate that we, the attorneys normally submit, correct or not?
Yes, sir. Our general rates are higher, except we provide the Region 1 school districts a discount in light of what we all know is it's an area of the state that sometimes struggles. And so as a firm, we've decided to lower our rate. The rates that we're providing you are the rates that we provide to all our clients in Region 1.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Did you have something, Mr. Gonzalez?
No, I was thanking him.
Anybody else have a discussion item? If not, then let's vote. I will go down each individual, signify your approval by saying aye, or not approving by saying no. Mr. Nieto
Aye.
says aye. Mrs. Sustaita,
No.
again?
No.
You, no? Mr. Trevino,
No.
Dr. Jaime,
Aye.
Mr. De Los Santos,
No.
and Mr. Gonzalez,
Aye.
and the chair says, votes no. Motion fails. Dr. Canales, what's the next step?
The next step is you will need to hold a separate special called board meeting to consider any updates, if any, to the negotiated contract with this firm, or in that special called board meeting to terminate negotiations with this law firm and to authorize us administration to initiate negotiations with the attorney firm ranked number 2. So that's the next step.
Okay, so we'll take the necessary steps to set up the meeting, and they bring the second-ranked firm to discuss the contract, correct? Okay.
Comment? Can I make a comment?
Yes, sir.
So why did we spend an hour and a half going through hearing the attorneys? And of course, them having to spend their time, and then we rank them. And if I remember correctly, we were ranking, and according to the rankings, we were going to go with the lowest one, but yet we're not going with that attorneys, that firm. You know, we should have just waited and done another meeting, and instead of spending an hour and a half here the other day listening to the attorneys and they doing a presentation, you know, normally that's procedures in any given situation. But, well, that's the way it goes. Can't say anything else.
Anything else?
And your firm for applying and doing a terrific job. Thank you very much.
Well, on behalf of the firm, while we're disappointed, we do appreciate the board's time and consideration in reviewing our contract and that of the other firms. We do appreciate the consideration and hope we can I'm sorry, a little bit surprised, but I hope we can re-engage the district and get further consideration.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Los Santos, you had something?
Yes, I was just going to comment. I know that Mr. Nieto was talking about why did we do a ranking system and why we had these firms come to present to us. And I wanted to say that after reviewing, there were certain topics and certain specifics that were taken into account. I'm going to speak for myself as far as there were certain topics, certain specifics, even certain key items that some of the other firms discussed as far as accessibility, locations, and whatnot. There's multiple things that came into play as far as for myself and the decision that was made. And that's all I wanted to note and put that on the record. And that was the situation.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Mr. Canales?
That was the only item on the agenda.
Okay. That takes us to item 5, adjournment. We are adjourned. The time now is 5:45. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. Thank you.